Jackie O'Neill. I'm a middle-aged woman who just decided to try and make a difference. And I thought, okay, well, nobody has ever been able to prove whether or not you can do green at mainstream prices. So I wanted to set out and prove or disprove it.
I think she may have just called the office one day and started up a conversation. We started talking about philosophy and green buildings, and next thing you know, she decided that we should try to work together on this project for her.
Then I started out researching, and the more I researched, the more I realized that it was more than just energy efficiency that was important. It was water efficiency, it was sustainable use of materials and the land, and also healthy air quality.
The concept of a zero-energy home is really a home that burns no fossil fuel, or at the end of essentially a one-year period or every annual period has a zero balance for electricity and ultimately zero balance for fossil fuel.
So I rethought the entire plan. In the meantime, I had met people from the U.S. Green Building Council and was introduced in the LEED program.
LEED is a really good basic benchmarking system.
With this project specifically, what we tried to do is we design to a standard and then go through a pretty rigorous process where there's energy modeling involved around the systems.
The owner of the project can ask their design team to design to these standards, or ultimately to design to exceed those standards.
So we raised the bar of this project to hit on all of those goals and to do it at market rate. I think the impact of this house, if we all work together to share what was learned by this house, is that first and foremost, there's no reason to build the way that we're building now. And all of the reasons for doing the other kind of building before were that, it costs too much money, or you can't get those materials. Those reasons have gone away.
Part of the real goal for the project was to be able to demonstrate that these technologies, off-the-shelf technologies, are readily available for anybody to use. With an existing home, about 1/3 of the energy can typically be caused by air infiltration. So if you can reduce that air infiltration, you end up with a much more energy efficient shell.
And this is a super insulated shell. It was built out of structural insulated panels that are really thick and filled with foam. And so once I heat or cool this house, it stays that way for a long time. There's very little infiltration.
When you look at all the materials in this project, all of them tend to be selected because they minimize the amount of toxic materials that's brought into the interior environment, which is incredibly important.
Some of the shower heads in the United States use so much water. The low flow shower head standard now is about 2.5 gallons per minute, although most houses don't even have that. This one is 1.5 gallons per minute.
Water consumption, if you put on a 1.5 gallon per minute shower head, you're not just reducing the water load by 1 gallon per minute, you're actually reducing the energy load as well, because now you don't have to heat that water. This project really gave us the understanding that all of these things are achievable. So it was very, very educational and beneficial, I guess, for us as a firm and as a team of designers.
I didn't necessarily feel like a pioneer when I started out, but since I've built this house, I am absolutely amazed at how many people have wanted to come and see this house, have wanted to come and talk to me about how to do it, what to do, can you do it, how much does it cost, who does it, etc. It really is an amazing amount of interest at this point in time.
Zero energy homes are doable, and they're doable at a reasonable cost. And that was actually part of Jackie's mission, was to make sure that we could prove that.